What if Luffy had Gear 5 from the start? It changed everything. A twist in destiny. What if Luffy wasn't just a rubber boy bursting out of a barrel in East Blue? What if, from the very start of his journey, he already wielded the powers of Gear 5? Imagine Luffy as a child narrowly surviving a deadly encounter, perhaps pushed to the brink by a Sea King or Celestial Dragon. In that moment of pure desperation, something awakens within him. His devil fruit, the true power of the Hito Hito no Mi model, Nika, fully activates, not just awakened, but mastered. Trained in secret by Dragon, who recognizes the threat the world government truly poses, this version of Luffy doesn't grow into his powers. He starts as a living myth, a cartoon god wrapped in laughter and chaos, and from that point on, the world will never be the same. The East Blue, rewritten, chaos from the start. Luffy's arrival in East Blue is no longer humble, it's explosive. When he breaks out of that barrel on Alvida's ship, he doesn't just stretch, he bends reality. His laughter shakes the timbers, his punches warp the air, and Alvida, she's sent flying into the horizon like something out of a Looney Tunes sketch. By the time he meets Zoro, things move fast. Luffy's Gear 5 abilities stun even the stoic swordsman. Zoro doesn't just join him out of admiration. He sees Luffy as a once-in-a-generation monster, a true threat to the world, and maybe the only captain worthy of following. Nami's motivations change too. Originally cautious and distrustful of pirates, she sees in Luffy not just power, but a force that could topple Arlong without effort. She doesn't need convincing, she needs an alliance. And Arlong, the moment he offers Luffy vegetables instead of meat, it's game over. Luffy's stomach growls like thunder, and in a single Gear 5-fueled outburst of hunger and rage, Arlong Park is flattened. The Fishman Warlord never stood a chance. Luffy doesn't just win, he warps the battlefield, turning it into a cartoonish scene of chaos with Arlong stuck headfirst in the rubble. A new path to the Grand Line. When the Straw Hats reach Reverse Mountain, it's no longer a test of survival, it's a statement. Instead of carefully navigating the mountain's unpredictable currents, Luffy laughs and punches the ocean itself. The ship is launched into the air, the sea parts like a curtain, and they crash into the Grand Line with style. Their entrance isn't cautious, it's legendary. From that moment forward, every pirate and marine in the Grand Line hears whispers of a boy who can twist the laws of physics. A boy who moves like a god and laughs like a fool. And they all ask the same question: who the hell is this kid? The Grand Line, a legend is born. Early Luffy's reputation spreads like wildfire. With Gear 5 at his fingertips, every island becomes a showcase of chaos and domination. In Alabasta, Crocodile doesn't stand a chance. Rain Dinners is turned into a bouncy house of doom as Luffy bounces, twists, and snaps through Baroque works like it's a joke. Crocodile doesn't get 3 rounds this time, he gets 1, and he's left buried in the sand like a cartoon villain. Enies Lobby. Luffy doesn't scream, "I want my friends back." He rewrites the rules. The Buster Call ships melt like wax under his rubbery reality-warping fists. Gear 5. Luffy doesn't just defeat CP9, he dismantles the world government's pride. Live for the world to see. But all of this sets the stage for something bigger. Marineford Reimagined, the battle that shouldn't happen yet. In the original timeline, Luffy storms Marineford to save Ace. But in this alternate world, Luffy arrives not to rescue anyone, but in pursuit of something far more dangerous, the legendary meat piece, rumored to be the greatest cut of meat ever grilled, hidden deep within Marine HQ. The moment he steps into Marineford, the sky splits. His laugh echoes through the clouds. The Marines freeze, not out of fear, but confusion. Who is this clownish boy radiating divine power? Sengoku springs into action, transforming into his Buddha form. But this isn't the Luffy he once dismissed. Gear 5 turns Sengoku's massive fists into playthings. The battle becomes surreal. Lightning shaped like meat skewers, rubbery shockwaves bouncing off the Marineford walls. Sengoku is overwhelmed. Luffy doesn't just defeat him, he crushes the symbol of marine power in front of the world. The world government panics. As the dust settles, the five elders don't debate. They panic. This isn't just a pirate making noise. This is a living embodiment of chaos, of freedom, of Joy Boy. They faced Whitebeard, fought Roger, feared rocks, but none of them ever laughed while breaking the world. Now they know, if Luffy continues, the balance of power won't just shift, it will collapse. The age of control is ending, and a new kind of pirate king is rising. Luffy versus the Yonko. Power meets legacy. In the original timeline, Luffy climbs the ranks slowly, earning the respect of allies and rivals alike. But this time, he doesn't rise. He erupts into the Yonko conversation. Big Mom's army of homies? They freeze when Luffy turns her candy world into a circus of rubbery chaos. Her Cake Island becomes a cartoon battleground where laws of logic bend at his will. Even Prometheus and Zeus can't keep up. Kaido, the supposed strongest creature alive? He's no longer laughing at Luffy. He's studying him, wondering, is this what Joy Boy really looks like? Their legendary fight comes far earlier, and for once, Kaido is the one struggling to stay entertained. Even Blackbeard, who thrives on chaos, hesitates. Because Luffy isn't just powerful, he's unpredictable. He doesn't fight for territory, treasure, or ego. He fights for freedom and laughs while doing it, shifting relationships and rivalries. Luffy's early dominance reshapes everything. Shanks, once a mentor figure, now sees Luffy as a rival, someone who might surpass him before they even share a drink. Law and Kid no longer see Luffy as another supernova. They see a living force of nature. Robin, with her deep knowledge of the Void Century, realizes the truth. This isn't just a rubber boy. This is history in motion. Even Luffy's own crew feels it. Zoro sharpens his blade with more urgency, knowing he must match a captain who warps reality. Sanji cooks not just for flavor, but to tame a monster's hunger. Usopp? He's terrified and proud. Luffy may still value friendship, freedom, and meat above all else, but his journey is no longer about growth. It's about managing the chaos he creates just by existing. Conclusion: Pirate King or something more. If Luffy mastered Gear 5 from the beginning, he wouldn't just become Pirate King faster. He'd redefine what the Pirate King even is. He wouldn't be feared for his brutality, but for his unpredictability. He wouldn't inspire because he wins, but because he turns the impossible into comedy. And still walks away victorious. The real question isn't, could he win? It's, would the world survive him winning? Engage the community. So what do you think? Would an early Gear 5 Luffy be a dream come true? Or would it ruin what makes One Piece so special? Drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another What If from the Grand Line. Until next time, keep dreaming.